Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!
I'm Merrick D'Amato.
And I am the Sandman!
And welcome back to Halloween. This is Halloween Mindbreakers. Last week we looked at Curse of Michael Myers, and now we're looking at the 7th one.
A cursed film. A cursed film from a cursed series.
Halloween H20 20 years later.
Why is it just called H2O?
I don't know.
Like, why is that, like, a part of the subtitle? Like, it should have just been called H2O or Halloween 20 years later. Like,
I think
H2O should have been, like, a street name.
I think
it, you know?
H2O is supposed to be read as H20, but just like the way they set up but just like the way we're supposed to read the title for the newer second remake of Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. Where even though it's supposed to be fantastic, but yeah, we read it as Fanforstic and call it Fanforstic.
Exactly. But it's like this, it's like, no, it's H2O, they're trying to play into the water thing, but it's like...
There's no water in the movie.
Yeah, well, no, there is water, but I mean, it rains.
No, there's not. It should be on a boat or underwater.
Right. Honestly, they kind of wasted that one, like Jamie Lee Curtis on a boat. Getting chased down by Michael Myers, like, on a cruise. Like, fucking... when we reach international waters, they won't be able to get me.
But Friday the 13th already did that in their one where he's supposed to go to New York.
Yeah.
So, this is made in 1998.
Yep, it was.
It has a 5.8...
It also takes place in 1998.
It has a 5.8 out of 10. Laurie Strode, now the dean of a Northern California private school with an assumed name, must battle the Shape one last time as the life of her own son hangs in the balance. Okay, first off.
Right.
He's referred to as the Shape in the first one. We know he's Michael Myers. You've been calling him Michael Myers for 20 frickin' years now.
Yeah, it's like, why keep calling him the Shape?
Everyone knows he's Michael Myers. It's not like Bruce Wayne and Batman. It is Michael Myers.
Yeah, it's not even like not even like Caped Crusader. Like, it's not even a title, you know.
And you're not doing suspense or subtlety. You're not keeping him in shadows all the time. That's another reason the Shape, he was called the Shape in the first one, is you until the end never actually got a clear shot of him. You know, because the first one was good.
Yeah, and it was doing a lot of like the evil from Evil Dead shit with him.
Yes, before Evil Dead, of course.
Exactly.
And we got a tagline which concerns me. Mm-hmm. This summer, terror won't be taking a vacation. And I gotta say, movie, you will immediately be dropping to 0 if this is set in the summer and not on Halloween, okay?
Yeah, it's like, fucking, this came out during the summer though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like, okay, just like say like, yeah, okay, it's a fucking, like, it's a horror movie that like you can watch later on, like during Halloween and stuff. It's like, okay, don't fucking relate it to summer, you know? It's like, it's not summer vacation. They're not going on fucking summer vacation, and Michael Myers just so happens to be there and it fucking kills them all. It's like, it's fucking still taking place on Halloween. You wouldn't have a movie if it didn't take place on Halloween.
So, we got Jamie Lee Curtis is back.
Yep.
Let's watch this.
Alright, nothing to fear. The coast is clear.
Nothing's missing.
They did a real number on your office.
My office?
There's crap everywhere.
Got mail.
Birthday card.
It's only 2 months late. I'm impressed.
Cash is good. I'm gonna need it when I go to Yosemite.
You're not going?
No, I'm going to Yosemite.
No, you're not.
Look, I know today is the day, but I think...
Oh, really? What day is that, John?
Halloween.
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
Mom, we're through with all that.
Ronnie, the phones are out.
There's a strange car parked down at the gate, but I can't seem to find any signs of trespassing.
What are you doing? Hey.
I'm just gonna go find John.
Go to the dogs. We're gonna call the cops.
Barricade the door. Lock it.
Okay, that was final.
Is this the last movie?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Neither do I, Merrick. I don't know why the fuck it ended like that. Maybe because I kept screaming for it to end in the last review.
There were 3 after this.
No, but they heard that I wanted it to end, so they ended it that way in this one.
I guess we open not in Haddonfield, in some
Right.
other place in Illinois.
Yeah, it's fucking some other place entirely, and a nurse comes home to her house being invaded.
This is
so
actually
she goes next door.
This is a cool guest shot because this is Janet Leigh as Norma. Janet Leigh, you may know if you've watched good movies as Psycho, yeah, as Marion Crane from Psycho.
Mm-hmm. And
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is also in this movie.
And the song Mr. Sandman is playing over the beginning of this.
Yes, was that in any of the Halloween movies? I think it was in the second one.
I believe it was in, at least the second one.
I
believe so. I could be wrong.
I don't know why. Because one, it has nothing to do with Michael Myers. If anything, it's Freddy. But
he does kill people in their sleep.
He kills people at any old time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a weird choice of song, and it's also at no point has Halloween ever been in the 50s as a series. Like it makes
been Lollipop.
Like that would actually at least kind of fit with the Halloween thing.
Yeah, exactly. It should have been Lollipop, Lollipop, ooh, lolly, 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 lollipop.
And like I understand, like you have this song in like Back to the Future because it goes back to Hill Valley in the 50s and that's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. But it would have been great if just Doc and Marty came in the car and ran over Michael Myers.
Imagine that's the end.
Doc, you disintegrated Michael Myers. Doc, you disintegrated Michael Myers.
Great Scott, Marty! He's gone back in time!
We gotta go back! We gotta take Michael back to the future!
Yeah, exactly. Take him into the future so he can go to space jail.
He's she comes home and finds her house has been broken into.
Yeah, exactly. So she goes next door and she sees these 2 kids that were playing hockey, and of course we see the hockey mask, like referencing fucking Friday the 13th. And I forget the kid's name, but I think it's Jason Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, it is the one who's called Jimmy
is
Jason. He's Jason Gordon. He's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, so I got that one.
So you have a character from the worst Batman movie.
Yeah, exactly. But it's young Jason Gordon-Levitt, and honestly, he does a pretty good job at this. He does pretty well. He actually has like a pretty good personality.
Yeah, it's for a super minor character who's about to die.
Come on out, little Jimmy Vincent's been going pretty crazy with the stick
I've
lately.
been suspended. I've watched The Exorcist 47 times, and it keeps getting funnier every
single time I see it.
He goes in with his hockey stick. Norma, I think, is supposed to be the nurse in the first one. She does have an office.
No, it is. They explicitly say it's like she's been working under Loomis for a while.
She has an office
Until he
full.
died.
She has an office full of files and a photo
Yeah.
of Dr. Loomis,
Uh-huh.
and it's been rifled.
Uh-huh. Her house is basically the fucking, like, her entire house is almost a conspiracy board at this point.
And Jimmy steals her beer,
Yep.
and then they
And then
get murdered by
subsequently
Michael
dies
Myers.
later.
Yeah, they both get murdered by
via
Michael Myers.
skate in the face.
And Norma gets murdered by Michael Myers.
It's a
But they were
wonderful
all-
day for a skate murder.
Yeah, that was. I knew you'd make that joke.
I didn't say the other. I didn't say the proper joke. I
And
did
at
a
some
variation.
point, they're somebody's watching Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Oh yeah. That's They're like when she goes
You
into the house for the second time.
Stupid mind.
In your stupid minds. Yeah, you hear fucking Plan 9 on the TV, and you do kind of see it in the background. But it's like after she goes in the second time because she realizes that like somebody's still inside her house. So she goes over there. She sees that Jimmy's killed in the chair, and then the other kid gets dropped onto her through the door, and
Yeah,
then
that's
she
funny.
ends up getting her throat slit as soon as the cops show up.
Obviously by Michael Myers.
Of course.
And he comes in with his velvet suit and says, "Do I make you horny, baby?" Yeah.
God damn it. And then he runs her over with a Zamboni while she screams for about 5 minutes.
Donkey!
Fucking hell. So, the cops show up and they have like a big like.
What do you think
exposition
is
dump.
worse?
It's like
All
it's
the-
been 20 years.
What do you think's worse? All the murders Michael Myers has committed, or the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat movie? I'll leave you with that question, audience. We go to California all of a sudden.
Well, because that's where Jamie Lee Curtis is.
Yes, under the name of, I don't care what her fake name is, we all know she's Laurie Strode.
Yeah, exactly. I called her Lori literally through my entire notes, and then they started calling her, I think, like Carrie or whatever her name was. And I was just like, her name's Lori, for fuck's sake, just call her Lori.
She's the dean of a college. She's living with her son, Josh Hartnett, who is playing John Strode. So now we have two John Strodes
He's
in the
been in
franchise.
other stuff too, him, huh?
Yeah, he has, but I do find it funny that her name is Laurie Strode.
Yeah.
His name is John, so he's John Strode. And in the last movie, the asshole dad who got electrocuted and had his head explode is also called John
Was also
Strode.
named John. Okay, yeah.
Now,
Well, she named him after her dad.
I don't know the connection between that.
It was probably her dad, but whatever.
He was Eben Olsen in 30 Days a Night.
Oh, okay. Was he in anything else?
Black
that I
Hawk
might have
Down.
watched? Oh yeah, there we go.
Faculty.
Black Hawk Down. That's probably where I've seen him from.
Lucky Number 11.
He was in that too, huh?
Hmm.
Okay, I
Now,
watched that a
the
long
question
time ago.
arises, Jamie Lloyd is Laurie's daughter, right?
Jamie Lloyd?
Yeah, Jamie Lloyd from the last two movies.
I think.
Last three movies.
Yeah.
Did Laurie Strode just fake her own death and abandon her daughter to Michael Myers?
I don't want to be exactly that abrupt with it, but possibly. I mean, she might. She definitely said that, like, yeah, she faked her own death so that she can run away to California. But I don't think the implication is that she
California.
left Jamie there to just suffer the fate of Michael Myers.
Because you can't forget you had a kid.
Yeah, I don't think that was the implication.
Well, okay, a guy can.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm gonna go out to buy smokes. I'll be back in a little bit. But I don't think that was the implication. I'm pretty sure she didn't just.
well, the implication is we're
retconning.
retconning. The implication is we're retconning everything after the second movie.
Right, exactly.
Because they're lazy and they're cowards.
See, retconning does fix some things.
Yes, it makes you a coward.
It also makes you not a day drunk dad going out to buy smokes.
Which makes you a coward.
No, I think running away from your problems makes you the coward, which makes also retconning things into being a coward.
That still makes Laurie a coward.
This is a franchise built on cowardice.
Yes. And Dr. Loomis isn't here to shoot any people anymore.
Yeah, exactly. The one grain of like courage and strength, you know, the one seed that will grow into the tree by the river of truth is not present in this film, and never will be ever again.
So her son gets he's 17. He gets a birthday card from his dad, his deadbeat dad.
Yeah, from his day drunk dad that went out to buy smokes.
It's only 2 months late.
Methadone.
It's only 2 months late, which is a new record. He wants to go to Yosemite to go hang out with Sam, but she doesn't want him to. So his friends are like, "Hey, we don't want to go. We're, if you can't go, we're not going to go. We're going to have a party orgy here for Halloween."
Yeah, his buddy Charlie's always horny all the time, and his girlfriend, I forget her name.
Let me check the walk.
No, I have it written.
Sarah. Her name is Sarah.
Sarah, yeah, exactly. Sarah, she's fucking pretty as all hell.
She's
probably my favorite character in all this.
Agreed. One of them, Josh's girlfriend, kind of freaked me out a little. John's girlfriend, rather, she freaked me out because she had a kid
the blonde?
face. Yeah, she had she had a child face.
She's pretty. She's very, very pretty. Like, not just because like she's blonde and she's got a nice body. Like, she actually does have a nice face. I actually
just the center of the face looked very childlike to me, and weirded me out.
She's got the baby doll face, you know.
It weirded me out, dude. It's like
she's
what?
Pretty,
it's one step removed from Lolicon. It's weird.
Okay, then, Merrick. Maybe it's a step too far there, but okay.
And if you're into Lolly or Shota, you are a pedophile. I hate to break it to you.
But we can both agree at least that Sarah's super gorgeous.
And that this place has the best security guard of all time, LL Cool J.
Cool J, bro.
Whose name
Ronnie.
is Ronnie, and he's for some reason writing 50 Shades of...
And he writes erotica.
He's writing 50 Shades of Grey.
He's writing all of the erotica with all of the books with Fabio on the cover. You remember that? Remember that day and age where romantic novels where they all had fucking Fabio on the cover? You remember those days?
Not really, because I have never been into romance novels.
No, but I remember those days walking through the bookstore. Or like walking around at like the local drugstore and like just like looking at all of like the 5-cent like shitty novels, you know, the little novellas on the shelves, and just seeing Fabio's manly chest and fucking hair flowing in the breeze on like literally 5 to 8 of those fucking books.
And then he got a goose in the face.
And then he got a goose.
It was Coolio who was in Dracula 3000.
Coolio, yeah. Coolio was in Dracula 3000.
LL Cool J
Cool J's in this one. And then I think Busta
I gotta
Rhymes
say,
is in another...
This isn't saying a whole hell of a lot, but this is a better movie than Dracula 3000.
Yeah, and I think Busta Rhymes is in another one.
I know
Ice-T was... these movies.
Ice-T was in Ghost of Mars.
Yeah, exactly. Ice-T was in Ghost of Mars.
This is also a better movie than Ghosts of Mars.
Yeah, and I just can't wait to see Busta Rhymes in like his role in one of the Halloween films. I'm not sure which one it's gonna be. Maybe it's the next one.
So everyone's going to Yosemite. Jamie Lee Curtis is dating the school social worker.
Yeah, he's the counselor basically at the school. His name is Will.
Yeah,
he's okay. He's an alright guy.
He's played by Alan Arkin.
Yeah,
he's
cool.
He's
a good actor. Actually, I like him.
He's really good in this.
They go
Adam
out for
Arkin.
coffee.
Adam, not Alan.
Yeah. They go out for coffee. We skipped something. Basically, Mike had a car, and he ended up driving it to like this little porta potty out in the middle of nowhere. And a mom and her kid end up like stopping to go use the bathroom, and Mike just steals her purse basically with her car keys in it.
That was this movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was last movie.
No, it was in this one.
Okay.
He stole the car keys from her, and then gets away with her green little Beetle car or whatever.
Sorry, they've started
her little wagon.
They've started blurring together.
But yeah, this was in this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why you see him driving around with the green car, and the green car gets parked in the front of the private school later.
So John sneaks out.
Uh-huh.
He bribes. He convinces LL Cool J to let him out.
Yeah, he's like, "Come on, Ronnie, just let me out over here. I just want
to get a gift from my girl. I just want to get a gift from my girlfriend." Oh, this whole time, LL Cool J's on the phone with his girlfriend. He says, "Now, don't you be doing anything to get your ass fired now."
Yeah, exactly.
She might be my other favorite character.
No,
she never shows up, but she is just.
Yeah.
She is the perfect. Dialogue. She's the perfect Wanda Sykes sassy black lady trope, and I love it.
Also, she's the literal manifestation of. Don't you go be opening that door now, you gonna die.
I am your wife. I am the greatest good you are ever gonna get.
Yeah.
Where's my super suit?
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, basically she might as well be watching the whole movie, eating popcorn, going bitch, don't you touch that door.
So... John runs into Laurie. They have a big fight.
Yeah, they're screaming in the middle of the street about it happened 20 years ago. Michael Myers is dead. Blah blah blah. You should let me.
Are you sure he's dead? Well, I don't know. The series doesn't seem to be sure at this point. So.
Yeah.
That was 20 years ago. Sure. They were 20 years ago. Yeah, and then he kept coming back and killing people.
Yeah, and we know that it's been 20 years, movie. It's the subtitle of this film.
Then later,
you don't have to remind us.
She gives it... Later on, he's getting to go to Yosemite.
Yeah.
Because she had a change of heart, but now he doesn't want to because he has a date with his girlfriend.
Yeah, she takes him back to the school, though. They have a big lecture on Frankenstein. Frankenstein. And during the lesson, Molly ends up seeing Michael Myers through the door.
I disagree with the read on Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein is the villain of that movie. Of that book. The creature is in the right.
True. But still, he is of course, more human than the monster is. So the whole lecture, I think, was just talking about, humanistically, what could Victor have done to then become the hero?
I think what he should have done is just make the bride for the monster. Right. Oh, they're going to make a new race. No, they're made of corpses. They can't reproduce, you fool.
Yeah, exactly.
Or here's an idea. You're making this monster woman. Don't give her a uterus. Come on. This isn't hard, Victor.
No, exactly. Them tubes is dried up. They're not going to be able to do nothing after that. It's they're not fucking reproducing. They might be fucking, but they're not reproducing.
And then he won't be alone. Everything will be fine. Or heck, just make him a Franken dog.
A Franken dog.
Yeah.
Franken weenie.
Yes, basically.
But yeah, I think just the whole logic behind that was literally just saying he could have become the hero if he would have done such and such. But
the movie
Molly sees Michael Myers through the door and then gets called on to explain how he could have what he could have done to save the day. And then she gives him the pass to basically go to Yosemite.
But he doesn't, so he sneaks home.
He doesn't do it. He just crumbles it up. So
they all go off. And Michael Myers tricks he tricks LL Cool J into opening the gate for him.
Pretty much. He parks the car in front of there and everything. Ronnie doesn't know what the hell is going on.
Then he stabs LL Cool J.
Yeah. What else? They start talking. Laura and Will are talking about what happened 20 years ago. Yeah. They have a big date thing. Charlie, John, Molly, and Sarah. They all have a big date thing going on.
They make all of the cafeteria food,
and then they light all the candles.
Except for the meatloaf. All right, I gotta stand up for Meatloaf here because Meatloaf gets a bad rap. But made well, Meatloaf is freaking amazing.
Hey,
Come
Ma,
on.
we have a meatloaf tonight or what?
Like, oh, it's a meatloaf sandwich. Done properly with the right stuff in the sandwich, meatloaf sandwich is one of the best sandwiches.
Ma, the meatloaf.
Respect. We are starting the Meatloaf Anti-Defamation League.
I don't know that. I'm not
Does that apply to the food or the singer? Yes, it applies to both the food and the singer.
Just say yes. Just say yes. Does it apply to the food or the singer? The answer is yes. It's like, I once fought a shark wearing a tie, and if the question is, was the shark wearing the tie or was I wearing the tie? The answer is yes.
So,
who was wearing the tie, me or the shark? The answer is yes.
the guy Charlie goes up on the dumbwaiter and gets murdered by Michael Myers.
That he does. He was trying to look for a corkscrew to open up the bottle of wine that he stole.
And I do love that we get another Scooby-Doo moment. Because he's, oh, where's that corkscrew? And then Michael Myers hands it to him from off camera. He's like, oh, thanks.
Yeah. That also happens in, I think, the last movie also. Fucking, what's his name? One of the dudes was in the shower.
Yeah.
What's his fucking name? My God, I have them both written over here. Hang on.
Tim.
Yeah, Tim. Tim and his girlfriend, basically.
It's not a good sign.
Beth and Tim, yeah, exactly. Beth and Tim have sex, and then Tim goes into the shower, and then Mike Myers just passes him the towel, and he doesn't realize that it's not a good
sign when your horror franchise is legitimately making me think of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, for sure.
Scooby-Doo should make me think of the horror franchise, not the other way around.
Exactly, yeah.
So he gets murdered. Sarah comes up like, "Hey, are you okay?" And then she gets stabbed in the leg.
Yeah, and she has the best dialogue. She's like, "Incompetent, table of one."
she gets the dumbwaiter dropped on her leg, and then she gets killed.
She gets her leg fucked up.
Her scene's hard to watch. That's a lot of pain. It's a lot of damage.
Not just because she's in a lot of pain, but because she's so pretty, I don't want her to die. But, like, yeah, she ends up getting stabbed multiple times. She's done.
Will might die? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's unclear whether Adam Arkin's killed or not.
No, he's dead. Like, he's dead, bro. He got his fucking throat slit.
Because they race around, LL Cool J's okay.
No, yeah, LL Cool J gets shot by Will by accident.
But he's still fine.
Yeah, exactly. He's still fine later because he's like, oh yeah, bullet
grazed
me. Yeah, exactly. When he's on the phone with his girlfriend. When he's on the phone with Wanda Sykes.
So he's been stabbed and shot. And he is the new Michael Myers. He's Rasputin. He's Rasputining this.
LL Cool J will never die because the ladies love him, okay? The ladies love Cool James.
I do like later on when he's reading when Michael Myers is breaking in, when he's reading his girlfriend what he has written. She's liking it. She's actually liking it. It's like, I want to know what line he used. Same line. What line works on her?
She's like, I want to know what kind of stupid line she fell for. He's like, the same stupid line that you fell for.
Like, I want to see more of them because they're the most likable people in this film.
Yeah, honestly,
they're so cute.
I love them. They're amazing characters. But yeah. So yeah, he ends up surviving later, but we get a couple of things happen before that. John and Molly get chased around, and Molly clocks Michael Myers over the head with a rock.
Yes. Or Michael.
They run to a door. Laurie lets them in and comes face to face with Michael Myers, and they have like a big stare down.
Now you know the scene in Terminator 2 when they're in the hospital, and then Sarah Connor's running down the hallway, and then she sees the T-800 come down the hallway, and just the fear, the pure unadulterated fear in her eyes, and how good that reaction is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't even touch that.
But like,
it's not as good.
No, but this is still pretty good. You could feel the tension, like the history between them. It's pretty good. It's like at the very least you feel that, which is serviceable, you know.
I'm still Michael Myers. I still have literally nothing interesting about me as
I
a
don't even
slasher
say
at this
anything.
point.
Yeah, I know I don't say anything, and I just literally just sandbag
The only
fucking
thing
everything.
I have in my the only thing I have in going for me as a slasher is that I was basically the first one.
The one of the only things that I have going for me is that I'm literally made of sandbags.
Much like insert washed up rock star here, I haven't been relevant since the 70s.
Oh, you mean the lead singer of Aerosmith?
I guess Steven Tyler?
Yeah, you mean Steven Tyler?
Well, I mean anyone who you want to slot in here, but I guess Steven Tyler would work.
Of course Steven Tyler works!
I meant
you fucking seen a picture of him lately?
I meant it to be open-ended, but... So
I'm not gonna say Gene Simmons because technically Gene Simmons still kind of has some.
No, you don't want to say Gene Simmons because he's gonna come to your house and bite your face off.
That's another reason. Also, I can't say Ozzy Osbourne because he's fucking the best.
Ozzy Osbourne's just Ozzy Osbourne. He's
not playing any more shows, but still, like.
Remember when he did a World of Warcraft commercial and he was very confused?
Oh, it was the best. It was the best one of those.
And this Arthas is the Prince of Darkness. No, I'm the Prince of Darkness. You can't.
Yeah.
This is me.
No, he can't be Prince of Darkness. I'm the Prince of Darkness.
Give me my drugs.
Give me drugs and a burrito.
Give me drugs and gripes.
Give me drugs, grapes, and burritos. You know he loves burritos, huh?
I'm sure he does. Why hasn't
Fucking
Ozzy
adores burritos, bro. He has like fucking 6 a day.
Why hasn't Ozzy Osbourne played Deadpool?
Because it'd be fucking weird.
Like Deadpool's not already weird.
Okay, I can imagine him pulling off the mask for a gag, and he just takes a bite of a burrito.
Now, no one else dies in this movie, unfortunately. Well, that's not necessarily true, but they take out Michael Myers. They clonk him on the head.
Yeah, they chase he chases around Laurie for a while.
Laurie goes
she's like she was gonna hide in a closet,
but she takes an axe and fights him.
Like I'm talking about like what happens after Ronnie gets shot, but whatever. She goes to she was gonna go hide in a closet, and then she goes like, no, I'm not gonna fucking do that shit again. But Mike thinks that she's hiding in the closet because there's like blood smeared on it, whatever. And he like stabs through the closet door, opens it up, she's not there, and then she just grabs a fucking fire extinguisher and clonks it over his fucking head, which again, fire extinguisher is being used to great effect in this series.
But she does eventually get an actual proper fire axe.
Yeah, after she gets the kids out of there, she gets back in the car, drives to the gate, opens the gate for them and tells them to just keep fucking going. She's like, I'll handle things, I'll be right behind you, Grabs a rock, smashes the console after the gate closes, And then she grabs the fire axe from the security office.
And calls him out.
Yeah, exactly. And she's just fucking chasing him down. She's like, Michael, come the fuck out here, And they have like a big fight, She like hides under a bunch of tables for a while.
The cops come and he gets arrested and put to an ambulance, and then Laurie steals the ambulance.
She stabs him with the California flag at one point.
Yes, that was great.
And throws a bunch of knives at him like Dio Brando.
None of them hit.
Yeah, none of them hit.
Just
I mean, she
throwing
doesn't have
knives is
Zorro,
super hard.
She doesn't have Zorro, though, so she can't throw the knives in the stopped time.
I just advise you not throw knives at Michael Myers because you're just giving him weapons.
He only uses the one knife, though. He only keeps that one.
So, she eventually takes him out.
Him having 2 knives would be pretty cool, actually, for one movie.
He gets loaded into an ambulance, and she promptly steals the ambulance, drives him, crashes the ambulance. He gets stuck in the ambulance.
At gunpoint, too.
And she decapitates him.
Yeah, like the van rolls downhill after he goes flying through a window and she hits him again. She gets him like pinned to a tree after the van like rolls on top of him. And literally they're like they reach out for each other. They're like touching hands.
I don't know why they're trying to like
just
humanize Michael Myers this far into the
No, they're
series.
trying to humanize her, like trying to make her less of a cold-blooded killer. You know, like she's not just gonna kill him outright. It's like no, it's like you're my brother. Like I'm not just gonna outright murder you like straight up. It's like I'm gonna have this moment of clarity with you. You know. Just to show him empathy, you know?
So she promptly cuts off his head with an axe.
Yeah, exactly. After that, she just fucking decapitates him and stuff because it's like, you know, it's the last moment that she had with her brother before, you know, she has to put it
this
into it.
franchise is so desperately trying to stop.
And I hope that it's the end of the franchise, too.
Unfortunately, next time we have Halloween Resurrection.
Fuck, am I ever wrong?
Star it with Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, it is the next one, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome! I fucking knew it.
This franchise has been desperately trying to end since the second movie.
It's been slowly putting on the brakes for decades.
But, yeah, this one, meh. It's not great.
It's okay. I mean, it's not the worst one. I mean, the last one was probably like way fucking worse. If for nothing else, the fact that they had fucking Paul Rudd, and also fucking dragged on way too goddamn long. This one actually was like a decently paced film. I'll give it that.
It is actually set on Halloween. I'll give it that because
That
the
too.
last, like the cover made it look like it's set in the summer. Don't know why they're going to Yosemite on Halloween, but whatever.
I just want to point out one last little scene. One
That-
more.
is it-
This was probably my favorite scene in the whole film.
Okay, then I have to point out, I have to make fun of the ending song.
Okay, go ahead. What do you think the scene though that I'm going to talk about is?
I don't know. I can't guess, so just tell me.
Well, no, you talk about the end song. Go
The
ahead.
ending song
Let's
is
do
this
that first.
90s song about some kid. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention, but it just sounds like, remember in Family Guy Star Wars 2? Singers from the 90s and why they felt they had to make every vowel into the letter A.
Yeah.
It's basically that song.
Hey, it can't be any worse than the fucking. It can't be any worse than the fucking the Berserk fucking song.
It's one of those songs where everybody talks like this, and I know a hero will save us.
And you put your grasses on and nothing
It was
will be wrong.
It was Creed, actually. This song.
This was Creed?
This was Creed.
Oh my god, I didn't notice at first. Holy
Yeah.
shit, that is fucking totally.
I
wouldn't imagine Creed playing a fucking song for a slasher film.
I was watching the
Aren't they a
credits because
Christian
it's
rock band?
maybe.
They are.
I was watching the credits closely because this song was so bad. I thought it might be Nickelback.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. No, but I could totally see like Nickelback and Creed, you know, getting confused in your head. But it's like,
Well, since I
this
don't
must
really,
have been before they went full on Christian though.
and
It
since
must
I
have
don't
been
really
before they
know
went
or
Christian.
like either group.
Yeah. No, for sure.
It's not like
But-
it's Styx or Foreigner or Alice Cooper or Iron Maiden.
No, yeah, Styx or Forrester, like yeah, it's like
Styx or Stone.
Those are individualistic, whereas Creed and Nickelback have a lot of fucking crossover, if for nothing else than just like fucking Chad Kroeger and whoever the hell the lead singer of Creed is. They sound very, very similar. So
Anyway, what's the scene you wanted to talk about, my friend?
yeah, so I just want to mention like this one scene because there is a scene where Molly and Sarah are inside of their dorm room, and I think they're like drinking and like getting stuff ready for the date, and Will comes by. And he opens up the door, and yeah, Sarah and Molly are watching Scream.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just a really cool little nod, you know?
Which is fun, because in Scream, in the first Scream, they're watching Halloween 1.
Yeah, we talked about this before the review. Well, I guess
Like,
I'll just say
we've
it again.
seen, like, in going back to other movies we've watched, in, like, it's interesting to, like track this, because in the first Halloween, they're watching the original The Thing. And then we got John Carpenter's The Thing. In Evil Dead, there's a poster for The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
by Wes Craven. In Nightmare on Elm Street, they're watching. Somebody is watching Evil Dead. In
And in Evil Dead, we see the gauntlet, like Freddy's gauntlet on the wall.
In Halloween, I'm just talking about movies specifically. In Halloween 2,
yeah, true.
They're watching Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
And I think Invasion of the Body Snatchers. In Halloween 3, they're watching Halloween 1. In Scream, they're watching Halloween 1.
Yeah, but it's like, in this, they're watching Scream. And you mentioned, it's like, yeah, they watch Halloween inside of Scream 1 also. And I go like, wow, that's super fucking meta. If we
what if they show that scene?
Yeah, exactly, like, them watching Halloween inside of Scream, you know?
Oh, and
that would be like, yeah, that would be like watching fucking, like, that would be like Chris Chan watching the Chris Chan documentary about Chris Chan watching the Chris Chan documentary.
Which I kind of blew your mind by telling you that it's actually happened because he commented on one of Gino Samuel's videos.
Of course he commented on one of Gino Samuel's videos because he doesn't know what the fuck is wrong with his life. Oh my god,
Halloween H20 is referred to by the box as a sequel that finally lives up to the original. No.
No, it's not as good as the fucking original. But
Nothing's gonna be as good as the original. Like,
no, but this scene though is probably the best one though because they have the best fucking dialogue. Like,
now,
Sarah,
I haven't seen the Rob Zombie ones. But I'm willing to give them a chance because at least as a remake, they won't be necessarily retconning every other movie like these seem to. Like, I don't know.
But yeah, the dialogue between Sarah, Molly, and Will is actually really good. It's like, he's like, so what are you ladies planning to do tonight? It's like, oh, you know, we were gonna do the usual. We were gonna go down to the local pub and drop a bunch of roofies inside of the guys' drinks and have a nice date rape evening. How about you, Mr. Will? What are you gonna do? And he's like, oh, you know, the usual for me too. I'm gonna probably go get my nipples pierced.
Yeah, they're yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a cool character.
He's really funny. I love Will. He's great. Just like that one like line delivery where he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go get my nipples pierced. Like that sums up his entire acting his entire acting prowess. I love this guy. He's fantastic. And that scene was probably my best the best round of dialogue in this whole film. I loved it so much, man. But yeah, this movie was pretty good. I'll give it a million fire extinguishers over Michael Myers' head getting like just dropped on them like it's fucking Crash Bandicoot and the fucking the POW boxes at the end of every level.
I'm going to give it whatever one-up life system Michael Myers has to keep coming back. Because he doesn't have the Curse of Thorn anymore, so I don't know how this happens.
No, it's just the Samhain ritual, you know? It's like...
but that's been retconned!
No, but he's still got the demon in him, though.
But the demon's been retconned.
Yeah, but he still has the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes, on his.
But his eyes are green.
Yeah, but he's also decapitated.
And then he doesn't have eyes.
No, he still has eyes because you pull the mask off and it's just Paul Rudd's face after.
Wait, so Paul Rudd's that would make too much sense. Anyway,
wouldn't it?
see you next week for Halloween Resurrection.
Paul Rudd!
Bye.
Bye.